All right, so another thing that you want to have in your camera bag if you are a videographer is headphones, right? You need to make sure that you know what's being recorded and what it sounds like. So I have two main sets of headphones. I've got a nice pair and I've got a cheap pair. It's up to you, but I like to take the cheap pair out when I'm doing gigs because there's just a higher chance of them getting broken, damaged, whatever the case is. And I keep my nice pair here for editing. Another reason why, other than just durability and cost, so that you don't waste money breaking expensive headphones, is you really just need to be able to hear if there's wind or background noise or popping, any kind of weird audio stuff. And you don't need nice headphones to pick those things up. So that's why I just go with a cheap pair. These ones, they came with something that I ordered for free, part of a bundle. I looked them up, they're like $17. And one of these foam earpieces keeps falling off, so I have to put that back on, but they work just fine. These ones, they also came with a bundle, and they are, what are they? I'm trying to remember. They're like Rock Tech or something like that. These are the Pro M50. Highly recommend it. They're not that expensive and they are nice. And these ones are Samsung, very cheap. I think they probably make nicer ones, but this model is very cheap and it gets the job done for going out. I noticed one thing. I was recording a video this past Christmas and I didn't have my headphones plugged in. And when I got back and uploaded all the footage, all the shots turned out perfect. There's a popping in the background. And I couldn't redo the footage because we had already left the location. Obviously, everything had transpired and taken place. I was just capturing vlog footage as it happened. So everyone was just acting normal, no acting or scripts or anything like that. And if I had plugged in my headphones and listened, I would have known that. So the other thing is, if you're recording video, at least check the start of it before you start recording to see if everything sounds fine, because microphones will pick up more than the ears will. If you're able to, keep the headphones on the entire time you're recording, because if something starts happening, you want to know about it when it happens so you can stop and start over or whatever the case may be. So as much as I can, I try to keep at least one headphone on, usually both, while I'm recording, so that when stuff happens, I can fix it right away. What I didn't realize is that radio waves interfere with the microphones. So whether I had the Wi-Fi function turned on my camera, so that was really close. Cell phones do it, modems and routers do it, a printer does it, and you can tell because all you have to do is plug in your mic to your camera and either turn the Wi-Fi function on if it has it, or get it close to your cell phone, get it close to a modem or router, anything that gives off radio waves, and it'll make the microphone go haywire. So make sure that you pay attention to that as you shoot, and always keep a pair of headphones on so you can monitor live as it's recording. All right, hope this was helpful. Very important to keep a pair of headphones in your bag. Let's look at the next thing. Memory. You should always have extra memory in your bag. I got this handy dandy thing in a pack. It's like a memory wallet. So it's this little aluminum case, and one half of it opens up and it holds 3 SD cards. And what I actually have here is an adapter. And then on the other side, I've got 3 more memory cards. I've got 3 32 gig memory cards, and then I've got a 64 in the camera that I'm using right now. So included in that, I would say, have included with your memory, have a card reader adapter. So for example, the GoPro and my camcorder take these micro SD cards. So have a SD card converter. It just makes life easier. You can have it in the form of an SD card, or you can have it in the form of a USB adapter, where you put in the micro SD card into the back and then put it into USB. My audio recorder that I showed you earlier also runs on a SD card. So make sure you have plenty of memory. Keep your memory separate. If you're recording audio onto an SD card, make sure that you have separate audio SD cards for the audio equipment and separate for the video. You don't want to accidentally be recording both on the same card, and then you'll end up getting all confused basically on which cards have what. Lastly, on the memory thing, be aware of what kind of memory cards you need. So digital cameras are going to use anything from SD cards to micro SD cards to floppy disks. Okay, not actually floppy disks. CFast cards, and I think the Reds use mini mags. There's a couple other different kinds, but those are going to be what you see. So, for example, you wouldn't want to, and I know this sounds really dumb, but if you're excited like me and you get your camera, and then, especially if you don't know much about it, and you order a bunch of memory cards for it, and then the memory cards show up, maybe you have a gig plan that you're going to be shooting, and you order a bunch of micro SD cards and your camera uses an SD card. Or your camera uses an SD card, micro SD, and you order a bunch of SD cards. So make sure you have the correct kind on you.